And so, on to our location report on the making of A View to a Kill, in which Roger Moore, having presumably passed his MOT test once again and been reissued with his licence to kill, stars as James Bond. A View to a Kill is the 15th Bond movie and was adapted from a short story by Ian Fleming. For Roger Moore, it's the 7th time he's plunged into action as 007. We caught up with the company at one of their more exotic locations.
We're in the middle of Bedlam, that's where we are. No, we're in the Amberley Chalk Pits Museum in Sussex, which is, on the screen will not be there at all. As you can see behind, it's nothing to do with the chalk pit. This is it's a gold mine, presumably in San Francisco or near San Francisco. And the mines are about to be blown up to flood Silicon Valley because Zorin, Christopher Walken, is going to take over the world's production of microchips.
Every part is a challenge, and this is certainly different from anything I've ever done. It's exciting to be in a Bond movie.
Action, Chris! Action! Turn over.
Meeting you with a view to a kill.
The leading lady is Tanya Roberts, who at one time was a Charlie's Angel, and recently Sheena, Queen of the Jungle.
I have my own vendetta against this man Zorn, and Bond is investigating him, and we're both, you know, have a reason to be after him. And it's, you know, it's really integral to moving the plot ahead and really makes the movie go. In other words, it wouldn't work. The story wouldn't work without Stacy. So it's not just a pretty girl on his arm at all.
You just lost Bond in a flood. You think he's dead. You're really distraught. You come up, struggle up here. Just try and go and get help. That's your first intention. What can you do? You know. So the first thing you do when you get up here is you try and find your bearings. A Bond film is a question of organisation, how it differs from any other picture. It's founded on action, and therefore is very expensive. Small. I was an action director as well as an editor before I became director of the James Bond movies. And I've always tried to put the audience in the driving seat. I've always tried to get them, you know, to make them feel, by my technique, make them feel that they're actually participating in the film. That's what I try and achieve, and I hope that's my hallmark. The airship arrived midday yesterday, and we shot quite a lot on that with the principals yesterday. We're continuing that work today. Also, we're doing the large explosion when Grace Jones is killed when she escapes from the mine, and the time bomb explodes and creates a very spectacular explosion, we hope.
It's never routine, except work is routine, in one sense, but they're always different. They change the faces. Don't change mine, you just put a few more tram lines on it.
It's a long day, but I love, you know, I love working in film, so, I enjoy it. It's really very nice. It's a 5-day week, which is exceptional for film work. Very rarely do you work on films where they're only working 5 days a week, and that's wonderful because you really have 2 solid days to get yourself together, and that's really a luxury in this business.
The helicopter is being used as a camera platform, and therefore it won't be visible in the picture, but a lot of the shots will come from there. Of course, Ian Fleming is the originator of the character, but his stories are very much out of date now. So what we do is we use the titles, but we write a completely new story. Sometimes we base them on loosely on characters that he's invented and situations he's invented. We bring them up to date, but we have to survive.
After starring in 7 Bond films, how many performances does Mr. Moore feel he has left in him?
Well, it all depends whether I live through this one. I've no idea. Maybe none. Maybe one.
What a shame if Roger Moore does decide to hang up his gun and his girls as 007. I shall miss him. But I wonder who'll take over the job. No chance, I suppose, that they'll give young Sean Connery another crack at it.